Welcome to the channel where faith meets life. Today, we dive into a tale of dreams, betrayal, and forgiveness. Let's unpack the life of Joseph from his fall into a pit to his rise to power in the land of Egypt, highlighting the remarkable choices that turned his life around. Okay, let's start with Joseph, a cool dude who loved his life. He was super close to his dad, Jacob, who showed him tons of love. But here's the thing, Joseph's 11 brothers were jealous because Dad always praised him and gave him special gifts. I mean, one time he made Joseph this amazing coat, the kind that royalty wore. Talk about rubbing it in their faces. These brothers, they weren't happy about it. And when Dad wasn't around, they ganged up and complained. Oh, why does Dad favor him? Well, their hate towards Joseph just kept growing, which brings us to one day when they were chilling in the fields. They spotted Joseph coming and hatched a plan. Let's get rid of him. So while Joseph was far away, they tore off his fancy coat, chucked him into a deep hole, and left him there all alone. Then these sneaky guys took Joseph's coat, dipped it in some animal blood, took it back to their dad, and acted all worried. Look, our favorite brother's been mauled by a wild animal. Here's his coat, all torn up and bloody. Poor old Jacob fell for it, thinking his favorite son was dead. Meanwhile, Joseph, he's stuck in this ditch wondering what to do next. But just as he's about to give up, a group of traders passing by pulled him out of the hole. They offered him a way out, a chance for a fresh start. But there was a catch. They wanted him to work for them as a slave. Joseph hesitated, torn between the options, staying in the ditch or signing on as a slave. But after a while, he decided to take the leap of faith. He accepted the offer and started working for these traders. It was a risky move, trading freedom for uncertainty. Fast forward a bit, Joseph finds himself in Egypt serving under a guy named Potiphar, an official in Pharaoh's army. At first, Joseph's life is tough. He's basically a slave, doing hard labor and enduring harsh treatment. But slowly, things begin to turn around. Joseph shows initiative, works hard, and gains the trust of his master. Within a few years, Potiphar recognizes Joseph's dedication and promotes him to oversee his entire household. This promotion comes with a fancy title and lots of responsibility. But being in charge of the house also puts him face to face with Potiphar's wife. And she's totally smitten with Joseph. She starts flirting, sending him hints, asking for special favors. But Joseph, being a man of integrity, stays faithful to his master and rejects her advances. This rejection doesn't sit well with Potiphar's wife. She wants Joseph, but he's not giving in, which creates a lot of tension. So to get rid of him, she accuses Joseph of trying to attack her. Despite his innocence, Joseph gets arrested and thrown into jail without any proof or witnesses. So here's the deal. Joseph, a slave who worked his way up to become an influential figure, suddenly finds himself behind bars accused of a crime he didn't commit. This sudden downfall is a harsh reality check, a reminder that success doesn't always come easy, and sometimes even the highest positions aren't safe from betrayal. His story teaches us to stay humble and keep our guard up. After all, how high you climb doesn't guarantee your loyalty. Now, being in prison is not fun. It's dark, cramped, and depressing. Joseph's hopes for a better future seem dashed. But instead of wallowing in self-pity, he chooses to shine a light in the darkness. He befriends fellow prisoners, offering support and kindness. His positive attitude makes him popular. Even the guards respect him. And one day, his gift for interpreting dreams leads to an unexpected opportunity. Two of Pharaoh's officials approach him, hoping for an explanation of their dreams. Joseph helps them, and they swear to help him if he ever needs it. Years pass, and Pharaoh has troubling dreams that no one can interpret. Remember the officials Joseph helped. They suggest Pharaoh call upon Joseph. So the king summons Joseph from prison and presents his dreams. Pharaoh describes strange and vivid visions involving cows, crops, and rivers. It's clear that these aren't ordinary dreams. They hold some kind of message. And Pharaoh, unable to decipher their meaning, turns to Joseph for help. Joseph steps up, confidently takes on the challenge, and offers his interpretation. He explains that Pharaoh's dreams foretell 7 prosperous years followed by 7 years of famine. But there's a catch. To avoid disaster, Egypt needs to store food during the good times. It's a crucial message, one that could save the nation from ruin. Now impressed by Joseph's wisdom and insight, Pharaoh quickly realizes he's found someone special. So he appoints Joseph as his right-hand man, putting him in charge of saving Egypt from the coming famine. It's a major promotion, going from prison to becoming the second most powerful person in Egypt. Here's the thing. Joseph's journey from a slave to a powerful official overnight is astonishing. It shows us that success isn't always a straight line. Sometimes life throws us curveballs, but how we handle those challenges can make all the difference. Joseph faced each situation head-on, whether as a slave, a prisoner, or an advisor. He stayed true to his values and used his intelligence and courage to overcome. This teaches us to see every situation as a stepping stone, preparing us for what's ahead. As for Joseph's brothers, fate had a way of bringing them back to Egypt. When famine struck, they arrived seeking help, unaware that the person they needed was none other than their brother, whom they had sold into slavery. It's a surprising twist, a reminder that life's paths are intricate and sometimes lead us back to where we started. All right, now let's talk about a juicy part of Joseph's story. Remember his brothers, the ones who sold him out of jealousy? Well, fast forward to when they're all grown up and they're in a tough spot. Egypt is suffering from a bad case of the famines, and they're desperate for food. So these guys pack up and hit the road to Egypt, hoping for the best. They have no clue that the person who can help them is none other than Joseph, the brother they sold years ago. Meanwhile, Joseph's grown into a wise and respected leader in Egypt, and he's blessed with a family of his own. When his brothers show up, they don't recognize him, and neither does he. They ask for food, and Joseph, being the compassionate leader he is, offers to help. He sends them back home with provisions, showing nothing but kindness. Little do they know that the person they're dealing with is their own flesh and blood. This whole situation is like a plot twist in a movie. Imagine selling your own brother into slavery and then years later ending up in the same place and not knowing it's him. It's crazy. Joseph, despite the way his brothers treated him, acts with grace and understanding. It's a powerful lesson in forgiveness and leadership. Wrapping up Joseph's journey, he decides to reunite with his family, including his brothers. When they finally meet again, emotions run high. His brothers are filled with remorse, guilt, and shame for their past actions. They had treated him like dirt, but here he was, powerful and ready to forgive. It's a humbling moment for them. Joseph reveals his true identity and tells them he's here to save them from the famine. It's a dramatic reveal, years of deceit unraveling in an instant. But Joseph's not interested in revenge. Instead, he focuses on saving his family and the people of Egypt. So here's the big picture. Joseph's story is one of resilience, forgiveness, and divine providence. It shows that no matter how bad things get, hope can turn things around. It's a reminder that we shouldn't let our emotions like jealousy or anger get the best of us. Also, it's a story about second chances. Joseph was betrayed by his own brothers, but instead of holding on to anger and resentment, he chose to forgive. And in the end, his story had a happy ending. It's a testament to the power of choice and the importance of staying true to our values. Even in the toughest situations, we have the power to shape our own destinies. So let Joseph's story inspire you to keep moving forward, to believe in second chances, and to always choose love over hate. Thanks for watching. Please like and share this video, and subscribe to our channel for more inspiring Bible stories.